Hello gold farmers, welcome to another gold farming video. Today we'll be taking a look at my rares and chest route inside of Ashenvale. So I am still currently trying to figure out how to actually show these guides. It's fairly difficult for me to keep the map held up while I try and look for the rares, and it can be fairly, I guess, boring to watch me fly around and try to find rares that I'm not even sure if are up. So if you have any suggestions on how I can go about making these guides, maybe I just go over a quick summary of the amount of gold that I can usually accumulate over a route and how long it takes for me to run the route. I can continue to do it this way, or just any kind of suggestion will help me figure out how to make these guides a little bit better. So these will be lazy gold guides, and this is just because a lot of the routes usually take me around anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to complete, and not many people actually want to sit and farm rares and chests for an hour straight. It is possible, especially with the way I am setting these routes up. The reason why that these loop around like this is mostly because they all can in some way correlate with the other zones. So I was farming Darkshore, Fellwood, and Ashenvale, and it seems to work pretty well. All the rares and chests seem to respawn in time, and all of that. It's a fairly unique way to make gold, especially if you're a druid. Although I do recommend that you actually farm these routes on a rogue, mostly because you don't have to stop in and actually look for the chest to see if it's up. You can just look for a yellow dot like a herb or an ore on your minimap, and that means that there will be a chest. I really like that. And I guess, from my understandings, it's fairly new addition to the outlaw rogues. Not many people know about it, and you do have to be outlaw from my understandings, and then you just have this find treasure right here, just like your other gathering professions. It's pretty interesting. So this route obviously takes me a lot longer than most of the other ones do, just because this is a fairly large zone. I've already been running it for about 4 minutes now, and I'm not really even halfway done with it. I haven't found any rares yet either, so that makes this a lot more of a long stretch. I don't really recommend starting off farming in Ashenvale if you use these guides, mostly just because Ashenvale's pretty good, but it's only good if you are certain that the rares are up. At the time that I am recording this, it's not very good for me to farm it now. A lot of people are getting on, a lot of people are questing, and I am on a high populated server, so I know that there shouldn't be a whole lot of rares up. If you farm on a server that you know a whole lot of people don't quest in Ashenvale, then this would be a good zone to try and farm. But I usually try to stay away from the high quest areas that a lot of players usually resort to on Moonguard. So, unfortunately, this is one of them. Another reason why I enjoy farming on these routes on a rogue is because you actually have a chance of finding some chests that aren't recorded. I use Gathermate, and I have found a couple new chest spawning locations that weren't marked on the add-on, and it's pretty cool. You can even get on Wildhead and they're not marked on there as well. So it's pretty cool to just kind of find new chests and share them with the community, especially if you've got Gathermate. You can share your data. I don't remember exactly how to do it. I don't typically share my data, but I believe you just come over here to your add-ons, Gathermate 2, and there's an option to share it somewhere. It's probably under import. Maybe not. Well, I guess I don't fully remember how that is done, but it is pretty fun to find new chests that hadn't been marked. I do believe that is all for this guide. On Wednesdays, I probably will go over 2 or 3 of these in one day, just because I did the math and everything, and it would take me 21 months, or 21 and a half months to complete every single zone inside of the game, which is almost 2 years, and I don't think I am going to want to, I guess, do these types of guides for that long. I do want to eventually go over more guides and other stuff. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just because I have so many guides that it's hard for me to explain how many guides I actually have, is a good way to put it. And so, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.